Okay, let's see. I just shared the Twitter, and it is the day before Thanksgiving. It is the pre holiday hangout. Let's see what's going on. I'm actually not that late tonight, only by like 4 minutes. And of course, pro tip that they give you every time you start streaming for everyone listening on the replay crew. Hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Juju B. Hey, hey, hey. I had to bubble some water. Hey, AC. AC is here too. Yep, had to bubble some water, and I couldn't find my little grapefruit packet. I'm not very happy about that, but you know what? I'm just thankful to have the bubbles. So, what is everyone up to tonight? Everyone getting their casseroles ready, getting turkey ready to go in the oven, the smoker, the deep fryer. We are not going to be deep frying the turkey this year, I don't think. We're not actually doing Thanksgiving until Saturday. So I still have a few more days to prepare. We are having like a mini Thanksgiving tomorrow. We got a turkey breast I'm going to cook and some broccoli and some other stuff. But the big dinner is going to be on Saturday. And yes, Juju is absolutely correct. I need to find a container, a tin, some sort of little cute little thing to keep my flavorings in, because I put the box somewhere and I think it got moved again, and now I don't know where my box went, and I'm very sad about that. And I wasn't going to waste any more time looking for my packets, so I was like, I'll just drink regular butter, that regular bubble water tonight. Plus, if I really want some lemon, I do have like 7 lemons in the fridge, so I could cut one at any time. I was just being lazy. Yeah, I really hate that they couldn't get some sort of appeal or something going on that, because hey Grace, it's okay. We're all getting settled in. You go do what you got to do. Um I really thought they would get like some sort of appeal or something, but I there still is hope for them, We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, I am sorry to hear that, AC. I feel bad because my kiddo in Colorado had the flu. Well, okay, they called me. They thought they had the flu, and then they started to feel better. And they called me that morning. They were like, "Hey, I'm starting to feel better, and I'm gonna get up and try to do some stuff." And then they called me back, and they were like, "Oh no, I can't taste anything." And they took a COVID test, so they have COVID. So, that sucks, but it is what it is. Um, they're off work for a few days, obviously, and she's not even coming home till hopefully January anyway. Again, we'll see what happens with that as well, but um, we'll probably do like the bulk of our like holiday exchanges when everyone can get here, and we'll do it when we do it. But I am actually very, very, very happy for the holidays this year. It has been a long time since I've had any holiday excitement, whether it was Thanksgiving or I'm always excited about Halloween for some reason. I don't know. It's like Halloween. I always get excited about. But when it came to Thanksgiving and Christmas or the solstice or whatever it is you celebrate, whatever holiday you choose around this time of year, I have just not been feeling it, and I haven't been feeling it since like 2010. And it's like every year it's just I lost a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, to where it's like I don't even know. I can't even remember what we did last year except for going to get Chinese food because we always do it. It's like the one thing we won't not do, if that makes sense. Um, so this year there is a change in the air, and I really think it's because just so many positive changes have been made throughout this past year for me, and I have a little bit of hope again and happiness where I hadn't been in a long time. So I am very thankful for this year because, you know, I've kind of found a way to be happy again. And it's kind of, I'm not going to get all sappy and start crying. I could, I really could. I'm not going to do that to y'all. Um, but no, I'm really looking forward to it. And everyone was kind of bummed because, my sister's working tomorrow, my husband's working tomorrow. We were, everyone's in different states, and we were like, we can't get together on Thanksgiving. It's like, we don't have to do it on Thanksgiving. There's still a whole rest of the week ahead of us. So, well, Juju, I hope you get to find a holiday meal that you want to have. Even if you're not really technically celebrating the holiday with a traditional meal, you got to have something special. So, whatever it is you choose, I hope it is delicious. I promise I'm not going to cry tonight. I thought about it. I was like, man, I hope I don't get sappy, but I'm not going to do that. But I am extremely, grateful for the friends I've made this past year and my family because everyone's been here to support me and help me through my rough times. And it means a lot to me. It really does. You're like, oh, I am celebrating the holiday. Well, yes, you celebrate that holiday with whatever non-traditional meal you choose to have, because I know you're not a big turkey fan or Thanksgiving traditional meal fan. That I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm blubbering. I'm blabber. Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting tongue tied. I need to stop and slow down. I had a coffee earlier. That was my biggest mistake. I should have laid off the caffeine, but I had a headache, so it is what it is. you know, Grace. Sorry, I shouldn't have put that one up on the screen. I can relate. Sorry, I should have muted that before I started coughing. I'm sorry if any of you have headphones in. You know what? I have to do it again, so I'm going to mute real quick. Okay, glad I did because I also sneezed and that was quite painful. My nose hurts now. I had this whole grand idea of putting together some trivia. Um, and then I woke up with a horrible headache and I was like, oh no, like the whole past few days have been great. But I was still in a good mood, but I had a horrible headache. So I was, very glad that the headache finally went away. You know, I will talk about that. So, Chinese food on Thanksgiving, which is kind of funny. Yes, my headache is finally gone. Yay. and we have achieved the horizontal status here. Hopefully the kitties are, you know, not going to come start making biscuits. Um so I had mentioned this I think in my last stream too. Like I said, my head is like my memory is like getting a little wonky. Got to talk to the doctor about that. Got a few things to talk to him about. But, you know, um, we always do Chinese food on Christmas because of a Christmas story. So, oh, You're not with the kitties? Oh no. Oh, that is so cool. And around here, like people used to do that too, like have like Thanksgiving and then just like have open invitation. But then 2020 happened and everything went downhill. So maybe once again we can get there. Oh, I am really, 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 really looking forward though to these next few days because the high school is like a 5 minute drive from here. Well, no, maybe a little bit more than that. But there's a place that they call the Gaddies. Hang on one second. I gotta let the dog go out. There you go, doggo. Go on. Okay. Okay. So there's a place close to us called the Gaddies, and it's a family, and they actually put up this whole Christmas lights thing that you can like go and drive through, and you don't have to pay, but they do ask for donations, and the donations they do give to Toys for Tots, I believe. And it starts tomorrow night and it runs through Christmas. So, um, we may go, and I wanted to go this weekend, but since we're all doing the get together for with my sister for Thanksgiving, um, we won't be like around the house. So I figured I will wait till next weekend and try to get the kiddos to sit through it and try to record the whole thing and then put it up on the channel for everyone to see. But it's actually really cool, and like they do it every year, and I can't even remember when they started, but I know they were doing it back in '04 when I first moved back home. So, you know, I've never actually gone and drove through it. I've just driven by it and looked at it. So I think this is going to be the first year we actually go and take part in the whole, tradition of lights in the county and see the Christmas lights. And I have found one of our Christmas trees that the kids have that they like to put up every year. Because, like I said, my husband and my kids do the Christmas thing, but I don't really celebrate it. But I celebrate the holidays, and it is what it is. But you know, we're gonna actually decorate this year, so I don't know what we have decoration wise, but we're gonna start looking tomorrow. We're gonna go through everything, and I'm gonna finish putting my casseroles together, pop them in the freezer, and have everything ready to cook Saturday, and maybe try to put the tree up tomorrow. And it's hopefully it's gonna be kind of fun to. I would go to see the lights tomorrow, but considering it's Thanksgiving Day, that's like the absolute worst day to go because everyone goes. So we're just going to wait a few days, and then that way we can take the little ones too. Because I think if anyone's going to enjoy it, the little baby and the 5-year old will get the biggest kick out of it. So yeah. So what's everyone else got going on? Oh, I would totally watch some Hallmark movies tomorrow. And I haven't even watched a good Hallmark Christmas movie in like 3 years. So it's time that I get back into watching the Hallmark movies, getting the Christmas tradition together again, And, I have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer somewhere on DVD. I need to see if I can find that. If not, I guess I need to just go ahead and buy a digital copy. Oh, okay. What should I do, Juju? What's the suggestion? Tell me what the suggestion is, and I will gladly consider that. I really think I am going to cut up a lemon. Ooh, I could totally take a spiked coffee. I could take one of those now. But yes, that would be a good idea. And considering how close it is, I'm not going to spike the kids' hot chocolate or coffee. That would not be good. But um, yes, totally make some Christmas cookies or some muffins because they really like the muffins. I need to find a good mini muffin pan for the kids. And I did get them some gingerbread men today. Actually, um, they like these little. I'll have to get a picture of it. But Dollar General sells this little maroon bag of little gingerbread men cookies, and they're not soft. They're kind of rock hard. But Araya, the 5-year old I watch, bless her little heart, she loves those things. They're like great. Yes, a little Bailey's would be good. Have to go grab some of that. And it would be fun, get a couple of car full of people and a couple car loads and go do it. And I don't know if Stone Mountain, Georgia is still doing the holiday lights. I would like to find out. And if they're still doing, they have like yurts that you can rent. And I'm thinking if they still have those up and you can still camp out at Stone Mountain, maybe try to talk my husband into going out there for one of the weekends and just, us get together and, you know, have a little camping adventure. But we'll have to see what happens. Um, I'm trying to get my sister to also come and hang out in the live streams. Oh, and my sister got a new job. She is no longer going to be a 911 dispatcher. And I would like to say I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm really not because they are working her to death. And I am very, very worried about her safety at this point. But um, yeah, so things are going good. My husband got a new job, my sister got a new job. I'm kind of sane again, which is good because, I was worried about myself for a long time. And, you know, oh man, AC, I love Stone Mountain. I think I love Stone Mountain even more than Six Flags, just because I can't really ride the rides anymore. They kind of jerk you around too much, and I'm like I feel like I'm getting old. I am getting old. What am I saying? But I like nature a lot. I like being outside, and um, I don't know. I just enjoy being out at Stone Mountain because there's just so much to do while you're out there. And I mean, you've got everything from the hiking trails to being able to hike up the mountain. Um, Grace Case, I will admit, it does. I was like, I forget I'm not as young as I used to be sometimes. And then I'm like, oh, this kind of blows. But my kids have finally stopped making fun of me for being home. I think a couple of them hit their 20s and one's almost 30. So they're like, yeah, maybe we should stop with that. We shouldn't tease mom so much anymore. So, you know, Yeah, because my oldest kiddo's 28. Yeah, about to be 28. So yeah, that hit home in like a really weird way that my kiddo was that old. I was like, you're not really a kid anymore, but I'm old. Oh yeah, it. I think the last time I actually walked up that mountain, I was 25 years old. So now, if I go up the mountain, I'm totally taking the little tram car, and we're gonna ride that bad boy up and down. Because no, and when you walk to go up Stone Mountain, it's like that last half mile is like a vertical walk straight up. And it's like, why wouldn't you have like some stairs like carved into here, or at least some rails to help people get up? But no, there's none of that. My sister, yeah, and the reason like I was getting worried about my sister the way they were working her is she's 10 years older than me. So like if I'm having a hard time, with the hours she's working, I can imagine how she's feeling with it. Yeah, and like even if they didn't put some stairs or anything, at least some rails or like some guide ropes to kind of keep you from falling over, because it really is almost straight vertical. It's kind of crazy. Um like how do you expect to get up that? It's like I don't have spider web hand thingies. I I need to find like a video of that last little stretch of mountain. And it's not even a huge mountain. It's really just a big like stone hill. They call it a mountain. We'll go with mountain. It is what it is. And we were gonna do something else tomorrow. I'm trying to remember. Me and my kiddo. So right now, like I have one of my kids that still lives at home. The other two have, one is in Florida, one is in Colorado. I have a sister in Florida, and then my other sister. And we were all talking earlier today about doing something else during this weekend. My sister was over earlier today, and I totally can't even remember what we were talking about doing. And I'm kind of like getting worried, but at the same time, I did have a headache, so I'm not that worried about that because my head was pounding. But yeah, I totally should have laid off the coffee this afternoon. It was too late in the day, and I should have just had a Coke. Oh yes, I totally told her to watch a few Oreo discussion streams. um, yeah, my sister was here, and I was like, "Hey, you like Oreos? You should. My friend has a stream she does. We're gonna be, there. I'm gonna be hanging out in it tomorrow. You should totally come and watch this." And so I sent her all the links to Juju's videos and past Oreo streams and the one for tomorrow. So hopefully my sister will be in chat. I make no promises. I think she has to work. Was it a caffeine headache? No, it was. I don't know exactly what caused it. I think it might have actually been lack of sleep because I did go to sleep really late yesterday. And when I woke up, it was just kind of like all the bells were going off and it just hurt. But that's kind of what it feels like. I also sent her home with some Oreos too. I was like, here, you need to take some of these home for you and your fiance. Y'all need to eat these and everything. Now, granted, he has been her fiance for like 12 years, but it is it it is just probably going to continue to be that for another 12 years. Those cakesters, I have wanted to try them, and I don't know if I don't should I try the cakesters or should I just keep bypassing them? Just a yes or no. I don't want to waste my money if they're not good. I do want to make like a big ice cream cake. I start thinking about sweets and then I'm like, ooh, desserts. Don't try them. Okay, we're gonna bypass the cakesters then. I kind of like imagine it's kind of like a Oreo flavored moon pie, but without being dipped in whatever they dip it in. I don't know why I think that's what they're gonna taste like, but that's kind of what I think they're gonna taste like. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, if it's like a whoopie pie, then I am totally going to bypass that. I'd rather make like I kind of want to get that the, when we were watching the black buttercream video Juju, I kind of want to like make a cake with that though instead of an icing and try to achieve my own Oreo cake. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I kind of want to make an ice cream cake with it. I don't know. I keep thinking about desserts and desserts I want to make, and yeah. See, the thing is about the whoopie pies that you buy in store is like I always get so excited that the middle of the whoopie pie is going to be like whipped cream, and it's not, and it's so sad because I really like whipped cream, and I don't like buttercream or really sweet frosting. So I just, yeah, I would rather not have a store bought whoopie pie. Just make my own, and yeah, and enjoy them better that way. And yeah, tomorrow I am just chilling until I got to cook a turkey breast. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving. I would watch some football, but I know absolutely nothing about it. So I know that if your team gets a ball over the goal, then that's a good thing. I can't remember the points. I can't remember anything about football. I don't know why. I just sports and me don't mix. Now, if I was gonna have a dessert, like if I had to choose a dessert that I could eat for the rest of my life, and that was the only dessert, it would have to be like a tiramisu. See, I would kind of like to get into fantasy football because maybe then I might actually learn something about real football. But I think I would just be guessing a lot. But it sounds like it would be fun too. And I used to watch like football with my dad when I was younger. But could I have told you what was going on? Absolutely not. I would have just asked him, and he would have explained it. So, yeah. When I was in high school, um, the coaches used to try to get my husband to play football. And it was so funny. They're like, why don't you tell him to try out for the football team? I'm like, he just had knee surgery. Why would he join the football team? They make no sense, crazy coaches. They just saw a big guy and they were like, ooh, he'd be a good football player. Not if he doesn't like football. Now, Juju, I could watch some figure skating and some gymnastics. Speed skating is kind of fun. Um, any of these the ski events, like I am down for that. Um, they did the beach volleyball um, close to where my mom used to live in Clayton County, Georgia in '96. That was a pain in the butt. I think I prefer the winter games myself, but I like baseball. So I guess it would kind of be a tie. Because I did go see Cuba versus USA in '96 when they played in Atlanta. Um, I don't know how my dad got the tickets, but he somehow got tickets for me and my sister, and we went. And I wanted to see some of the gymnastic events, but we didn't get to. Um, but yeah, it was fun when they were here, except for all the shenanigans that went down. Everyone was like, it was like a nonstop party um, while they were here, and you know it was fun because everyone was drinking and uh, hey, golf is very relaxing. Like I can get behind a sport where you got to be quiet. I also used to work at a country club, so I kind of got interested in golf, which is really weird. Oh, Juju, yeah, especially the guy one. Oh man, some of those guy athletes, woo wee. It's like, hello, muscle arms. It's like, can I just look at your arms and kind of drool a little? I got a thing for big, big arms. I don't. No one needed to know that ever, but there now you know. Oh my God, Grace, no! Did you hit it with the club or the ball? Oh, Birdie. It's not funny, but it's kind of like, how did that happen? Like that you can't you got to explain how that one happened. Yeah, now if a goose is chasing you on the course, then you have every right to beat that guy down because they will not stop. They will not leave you alone. I'm just kidding. Don't ever harm animals. That's not cool. But if a goose is chasing you, please run because when they bite, they hurt a lot. Oh no. Um. Okay, so why hitting it with a club occurred to Mousey. As I just said, I used to work in a country club many moons ago, and they have the water areas, on the course and stuff, and you get a lot of geese and other birds that like to hang out there. And we had a team, like a group of guys that was playing one day, and he went to swing the club, and a goose had come up behind him and whack. It wasn't a good sight. It was like, and the poor guy turned around because he was like, "What did I hit?" And there, oh man! And then he thought he was in trouble, and he thought the cops were gonna come arrest him. It was an accident, dude. You didn't. You. It's not like you chased it. You didn't chase it down. You were playing your turn, and it got in your way. Accidents happen on a golf course. You must be prepared for anything. I am sure that happens more often. And when I saw that, I thought that was a rare occurrence, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe it's not. Oh man, I would love to go to Scotland just to watch some golf or just to go hang out. That would be a great trip. Yeah, when when you work at a country club, some of those guys are drunk before they even get out onto the golf course. And then while they're out there, they're drinking even more. And by the time they're playing, I don't even know by the time they get done if they even remember what they did that whole day. Because some of these guys are way drunk. There were some mornings we would find members asleep in the locker room. It was kind of funny, just a little funny. Um, yeah, because I think I was like 21 when I had that job. Like I just turned 21, and I was like bartending at the country club on the weekends and bartending and serving on the weekends, and I was working at Olive Garden during the week or Red Lobster because I worked at both because they're owned by the same company, and I moved from one to the other. So yeah, my whole time in food service was very very interesting to say the least. So man, I am. See, I messed up this week because last week I had made some notes, and this week I just kind of dropped the ball. Not even gonna lie. Again, I did. I had a rough start today. Um, don't they always do like the Masters in Augusta? I want to say they always have some sort of event out here. Um, as far as the golf stuff goes. Um, so has anyone else been having like been in an extremely good mood lately, or just having like a good week? Because I have been having the greatest week. It seems I'm in a good mood. Nothing bad's happened. We call those jujube streams about some people. Yeah, I mean, it has been though, and then it was funny too because was it last night or the night before when we were in clumsy clairvoyance stream, and so I got a reading for my husband from a tarot reader, and he was kind of worried because he got this new job, and their schedules are all kinds of messed up right now, and that's to be expected because they're trying to. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Um, they the schedule's been messed up because they're trying to get people trained, and they're short staffed, and they're trying to get more people on, and they've hired like three new people, which is great. On top of my husband, um, but he was just concerned because he thought some of the employees were like upset because he'd gotten he was essentially given the shift that he worked at his other job, and he didn't want anyone to be mad at him, and I was like, I don't think anyone is. And I was like, if they have a problem with anyone, I would think it would be the boss. And Clumsy had actually read his cards for me about it. And he comes home today and he's like, so I found out that I'm not in the probationary period anymore. And uh, I got a raise. So I really don't. I think a lot of it's in his head because, he did just get a new job and these are all new people and yada, yada, yada. So, you know, he's fitting in and he's already worked a whole shift by himself. So, uh, you know, I would see like them being mad if like they hired my husband on to be a manager and like someone else wanted that position from within and they didn't even consider hiring within because that has happened to my husband a couple of times. Not that he wanted to be a manager or anything per se, but they brought in like supervisors who didn't even know what the job was, you know? And it's like you can't even dispatch, but you're supposed to be my boss. So like how does that work? Sorry. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I think I'm gonna cough again. Um he and I am kind of the same thinking that my husband is on his job because now they're talking about they're going to merge. The company he was with bought this other courier company. Oh my goodness, y'all! I have my first bot. Holy heck! Someone get it! Someone is anyone modded? Can someone get that guy for me, please? Um, I've never had a bot before. That is so weird. Thank you, Juju. I've never had a bot. That's weird. It's like I've made the big time now. Okay, I gotta settle down. Gotta. It's like I'm doing something right. I'm a real YouTuber now. I got the giggles. Anything could happen now, y'all. Hard left coming real soon. Prepare for it. Grab the oh shit handles. Oh. See, like it's just a great week. Got a little excited about that bot. I agree with Juju on that with what she just said, AC. Um, my sister was over earlier. We're gonna go ahead and take that hard left. I like plushies, okay, like stuffed animals, right? I've got some squishmallows. My kids are like the queens and kings of Squishmallows, right? They have like all the rares and limited edition ones and whatever. But my my kiddo got one for my husband, and it's a Bigfoot. His name's Benny the Bigfoot. And then they came out with a smaller version, and he's got a little crocheted cap on, and he's the only Squishmallow that has little feet. But they're considered big feet because Squishmallows don't have feet. I wonder if sex bots are a good Christmas gift because yeah, we are getting more of them. So we were talking about it earlier, and my sister was on Facebook looking at stuff, and she goes, "Oh wow, I found your Christmas present." And she turns her phone around so I can see it, and in someone's car, in their back seat, buckled in, they had a penis plushie, and I'm like, "Where did this come from, and why?" I was like, "That's kind of like the sheep I used to sell. Like, why does that exist?" That is a good idea. I'm gonna agree there with this little side chat conversation going on. But yes, okay. So that's the Christmas present my sister found for me. I love my sister. I love the fact she's 10 years older than me, and she has like an even better sense of humor than I do. So I'm trying not to giggle again. I can feel it coming. I gotta stop. I am so tickled right now. It's like, yay, I got a bot. Oh, but yes, my husband's having a good week. I'm having a good week. I hope everyone else is having a good week because, things were kind of sour last week. Like, I was having like a bad week. I was like, is it a full moon? Is something going on? I could figure it out. Like, I was just perplexed. Like, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. So, yes, I hope we don't all get invaded with a whole bunch of the sex bots over the next month because that's going to get annoying. Like I said, I'm happy I got my first one, but I don't need 50 more of them. One is good. I've had the experience. I'm good now. So I got a snack and I'm gonna open it, but I'm gonna mute y'all while I do it so we don't have another um, Tootsie Pop incident when I tried to open my Tootsie Pops last time. So I'll be back in just a minute, guys, because I really that it's crinkly paper, and I know it's going to be loud. So I will be right back. Yes, I want to be invaded by new subs too. New subs. I will take all of those. Oh no, you're right. I can't eat on stream. It's so sad. Aw, that kind of stuff, man. I'm still gonna open them. Let me mute that real quick. I'm not gonna eat them. I'm not gonna eat them, but I am gonna mute. Okay, so I had to eat one because I really wanted one, but I'm back now. So I know not eating on camera isn't for everyone, or even eating on stream. Lord knows I don't get on camera. Y'all don't want to see me. But I have watched this one girl from South Korea, and I get very mesmerized with her because I don't understand how she eats so much, and she's like a professional eater. And I didn't know that could be an actual thing until I saw her. I did start the 5 hour stream for my sister earlier, so she would know, she was at the right place when she saw it. Um, and we did watch like 30 minutes of it earlier, but that was all we got through before she had to leave. And I had to go get dinner and stuff. So, but this girl right here, I'm not gonna play her video or anything, but I am going to show her page. She is the cutest girl, cutest little girl. But she is just that. She is a little thing. And I know she's got to have like a super high metabolism because, yeah. But she blows my mind because she'll sit at a place for 3 hours. And I just don't, I was like, man, I don't, I don't understand it. But it is fun. And while I don't particularly like to watch her eat, I like seeing the food because it's, different from what we get in America. If that makes sense. There's another channel I like, and it's not like they don't eat, but they do uh, review food. Um, let me you know what? Let me remove that guy. There is another channel that I like to watch. They're usually in Japan, South Korea, Thailand, and Singapore. And uh, like I said, they don't eat like a lot of food or anything. But they do go to like the night markets and different restaurants. But this channel right here, and I think they just got like 1 million subs too. But they are really kind of fun to watch. It's called Dancing Bacons. Great channel to watch. I do enjoy watching them a lot, and mostly it's because it's a guy and a girl, and when they taste food and it's the girl that is on camera, when she likes something, you can see her whole face light up and she gets so happy. And you can tell she's really enjoying what she's eating. And it's just kind of funny. And it makes me happy to watch it because, she's happy. Um, AC, when I ran track when I was younger in middle school and my first year of high school, that was actually when I lost the most weight because I was always exercising, like training, so to speak. Um, and I ended up losing a lot of weight, which kind of convinced my mom that it wasn't the fact that I needed to lose weight because, and that wasn't what was causing my issues that the doctors couldn't understand when I had anxiety and stuff. But that was when I actually lost weight, and like I lost a lot of weight when I started running. So when you do like those intense like sports like running or dancing, um, and where you're constantly moving, you have to eat right or else your whole system's going to get out of whack. I got dehydrated once and that was painful. um, I was running and I didn't drink enough water, and my like leg muscles kind of cramped and seized on me and I fell. um, I love homesteaders. Like I could watch homestead channels forever, like all day long. I could watch them. That and like the wilderness camping people with cabins. Oh man, love that stuff. Um, there's another channel. Hang on, let me take this down. That I watch, and she's a homesteader. So let's see if I can find her real quick. I didn't share that. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, and her name is Mrs. Wolfie, and she's married. Her and her husband live together, and she has chronic pain issues, and yet she's still making her homestead work and everything, and I think that's cool. She lives in Canada, and I have only gotten down to a size 10 once. Um, but then I found out I had cancer, but that was a whole other thing. And yes, uh, and then I put all that weight back on. So my weight's always fluctuated, but I have found, because I do have, you know you hear people say they have big bones or big bone structures, and I technically do, because I did lose the weight that they said I should be, and I look like a walking skeleton. It was bad, and everyone thought I was sick, and then I found out I was sick. It was a thing, but I'm better now. So, um, you know, I think there's a lot to be considered when you're dealing with weight loss and weight and stuff like that, and it's just a whole different thing. Um, but Mrs. Wolfie, she has chronic pain issues, and she's a homesteader. But I like watching her because she gives you like alternate ways. Like she shows you can still do stuff even if you're having some uh, when you're having issues. Just because you have those issues doesn't mean you can't still have an active life. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. But I like watching her. So let's show this channel to you real quick. And she does recipes, and she grows her own medicinal herbs, and she has a channel where she does recipes with those as well. Um, the funny thing is, yeah, like that's I got the big hips myself. I got those big childbearing hips, and I have a kiddo, right? My youngest kiddo, and it's kind of funny because the doctors have told me that they're going to be like 6 feet tall. And I was like, I can kind of see that. Their dad is 6'5", and I'm 5'3". Yes, I'm talking about you again. All of a sudden, my kid slid in through the kitchen and was like, "You're talking about me? Were your ears burning? Could you hear me?" But they have little baby hands. I'm talking about your baby hands. I just got flipped off by my kid. It's great. I love you. I love my kids. They're great. Um, Getting the evil eye. Okay, okay. My kiddo is very sensitive about their baby hands. We're gonna take comparison shots. We were actually talking about doing that earlier, so everyone can understand what I'm talking about. Between me and my husband and my youngest kiddo, my husband has like the big hands, right? And I've got little hands, but at least like they look like they're supposed to be adult hands. And then my youngest kiddo, who's 17, has um has little baby hands. It's cute. Well, y'all, I was gonna try and do the whole 2 hour stream again. Oh, Juju, I will. I'm gonna pin this comment so I can show them later. Um, and see, that's the crazy thing. Like, we literally have to buy my kiddo the kid gloves because regular adult gloves are too big. Even the magic gloves, they have like extra room. They have some cute hands. But we were also going to take do some recreation pictures because when my kiddo was born, my husband had a picture that they did where the nurse took my kid's hand and wrapped it around their finger to show the comparison of the little tiny baby hand. And she could barely wrap her poor little fingers around his finger. And it was so cute. I think I saw the picture. So if I do still have it, we're gonna do comparison. We're gonna do reenactment pictures, and see if what their hand looks like now compared to then. So you have their back in their hands. They just think it's kind of comical that they got the little hands, and you know we're not talking about your hands anymore. My friend Juju says she got your back. Oh, all right, y'all. It's pushing 11, and we all got potential holiday things to do tomorrow, and rest we need to get tonight. So I'm gonna end this stream now, and oh, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight now. And tomorrow night we doing the Juju Oreo stream with Claire. Yay, Claire and Juju, and Hallmark movies to watch. Yes, and turkey to eat, and other non-traditional dinners. Yes. So I will see y'all tomorrow on Oreo night, and y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Talk to y'all later. Bye.